Hello everyone, we're going to take a quick tour of the GA tool for the off season. Hopefully you'll be able to use it at your events, and over the course of the next few weeks we'll be adding in some features and hopefully closing some gaps. So for now, let's just do the quick tour. First thing you need to do if you have logged into GA tool recently is you just need to wipe out your cache on your computer or on your browser and then reload. So I've got Safari and I will tell it to empty caches right now. And then I will reload the page. So this will set everything back to 0. You'll notice there is local storage here, so I'm going to reset that as well. So that will wipe out any traces of prior events and traces of old code that might be hanging there. Now you'll see that on its own it has selected this Chesapeake district and it has green team data. That means that it's been able to locate all these 96 teams and it has loaded data. Now you'll see that there's no green items, so we haven't loaded from GA Tool Cloud yet. But don't worry about that. We'll take care of that in a minute. What you need to do now is to turn on offline mode, and you can see it here. We'll turn it on. This will change things a little bit. You can see that we now have loaded an event in Australia. What we're doing here is we're polling the Blue Alliance to get the list of off-season events. Some of them have names, some of them don't. I'm going to pick Battle Cry because I know this is going to work well and it won't interfere with other things that are there. So I'll pick Battle Cry. Notice there's no teams listed, which is actually helpful for us. So we'll do that and everything is red, which is cool. Next thing we need to do is to open a match schedule. And you'll see there's a new button here called Load Quals Schedule. There's a Choose Files, another one for playoffs. We'll do the quals first. Now the quals have to come as Excel files, and you'll need to get those from your FTA. I'd recommend naming them with quals and playoffs when you do get them. They will come to you as Excel files. They'll be called schedule report, and the name of the event will be at the front of it usually. You'll need to work with your FTA to get those and figure out a way to get them onto your device. So if you're using an iPad, you'll need to get them into files. They could email them to you and you can save them to files. You could use Dropbox or something like that, but you will be able to browse it on the iPad from files. So you'll need to move it there. If it's on the desktop, then it'll be easier, but you still need to get it from that Scorpion or whatever it's called, the computer on site to your computer. So we'll upload this and you can see all of a sudden we have a schedule. Now there's no scores or anything, and this is because we have no way to get the scores out of the schedule. The schedule report doesn't include scores. So it will give us the schedule, right, all the way down through the end of qualifications. And you'll notice too that the team data has turned green. So it was able to determine the teams from that schedule. These are the teams in the event. They're not in the right order. Don't worry about that. You can always sort them to your heart's content there. They will not be ranks, of course. We can't get that. And you'll notice there's no data here from GA Tool Cloud. So the next step would be to go back to Setup and then scroll down and you can load the Teams data from GA Tool Cloud with the yellow button here, or you can go one by one if you want to do that. But if we do this as a block, you can see it's been loaded. Now, if this screen doesn't show up, don't worry, it's okay. We've seen some cases where when we load, it misses one along the way. And so you won't get this complete. And so what you can do if you don't get this done and this doesn't turn green for you is you can just reload the page. You'll have to reload the match schedule, but all the team data will be there. So we know this is an issue, and if you do encounter it, don't worry about it. So now you can see as I switch to team data, I have, it says event team list is unavailable, but it is actually available. So here's your team list, and you can do the normal stuff. So if you want to go and make some updates to Chop Shop, go ahead and make some updates. We do know that awards are not loading at this point, and we don't know why. It could be that by the weekend we get that resolved, but for right now, we know the awards aren't loading. So don't worry. This is a known issue, and we're working through that. So let's go now and take a look at the screen. So here's my announce screen, right? There they are. I know who they are, and your notes and so on are there as normal. And then your play-by-play screen is also there, and you might be noticing immediately, well, geez, these things are useless because we're not going to be getting any scores. And that's true. So you can disable the ranks and the stats simply by tapping this team's name. It's the red 2 team name, and this will disable the stats and it will give you a nice clean look. Thank you, Bill Aucoin, for that suggestion way back in the end of 2019, and we did implement that. So there it is, and you can now proceed with calling your matches all the way through. So bang, 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 off we go. Everything is great. Announce and play-by-play works just fine. When you get to the end of qualification matches, you will go through an alliance selection. You see alliance selection doesn't do anything. Awards does, however. So what you can do, oh, awards looks like it isn't loading the correct team list. So don't worry, that doesn't do any good at all. So don't do awards. We'll try and get that fixed, but don't count on it. So you really are going to be relying on perhaps the team data, right? So you can look at that and scroll and try and find the teams to be able to do the event. So just know that that could be problematic for you. Good luck with that. Hopefully you know your teams. Again, we're going to do our best to get at least this award screen working for you during the event. So when you get to the end of your qualifications and now you have a playoff schedule, you have to get that from the FTA. You can load the playoff schedule next. So click on load playoff report, schedule report playoff. Now, of course, you're going to have your quarterfinals first. So you'll get that report from the quarterfinals, upload that. And what it will have is all of the matches. As we scroll down, you'll see it'll have schedules for quarterfinals 1 through 8 and tiebreakers 1 through 4. Now, you won't have any teams here in the semifinals yet because we don't know who they are. After the quarterfinals are done, get another report. That will now include the semifinals. And what you'll need to do is to remove the playoff schedule, right? It's gone. Now we'll add it in again. So assuming I just went and got a new one, then I'll load that up again. And now I'll have the teams for the semis and do the same thing in the finals. So we know it's clunky. It's the best that we can do. And hopefully you will be able to use this to great effect. If anything goes wonky along the way, then you probably have to kind of reset up. So start with clearing the local storage. That's always a good option. If you click the button and nothing happens, just reload the page and then proceed with going to the match schedule and loading the match schedule. If you do reload the page, you will have to reload the match schedule. We can't avoid that. So again, we're doing what we can with what we have. This has been an interesting year, as you know. Hopefully you can get some value out of this, and do let us know how it went if you do use the tool.